Hey everybody, it's me, Melanie Silva, recovered people pleaser turned Boundary'd Baddie. Today we're diving into a bold truth. People pleasers often secretly hate themselves. And I know you might be thinking, come on Mel, just because I'm nice doesn't mean I hate myself. But here's the thing, self-hate doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers. It shows up in overgiving, in never saying no, in constantly abandoning yourself to be liked. So today we're breaking down what self-hate actually looks like in a people pleaser and how to shift from quiet self-rejection into real self-love, because that's what you deserve. Also, I'm going to share the number one thing I did that finally broke the people-pleasing cycle for me. So that's a biggie, stay tuned. If you're a people pleaser or just someone who's a little too nice and wants help with boundaries, click the link below for my free guidebook, Say No with Grace. Trust me, that's the first step. So, what does self-hate actually look like in a people pleaser? Let's start here. It looks like saying yes to everyone and everything, even if it burns you out, even if you feel uncomfortable, even if a part of you knows it's a bad idea. Quick story time. I remember during my deep pleasing days, I had the worst week at work. I was tired, stressed, just mentally checked out. And then my friend, trying to be nice, invites me to a late kickback, which sounds like a hard no already, right? But it gets worse. The kickback was also going to have a girl there who, let's just say, I knew didn't like me. You know that feeling? I just knew. I got that woman's intuition, okay? You can't beat it. So I get there. She wouldn't make eye contact, would ignore me when I walked into the room, straight up acted like I didn't exist. And I even told my friend, I was like, hey, I don't think that girl likes me. And she goes, oh no, Angie's just like that. Which is basically like saying, oh no, Angie's just a beezy. It's her quirk, you're fine. Okay, cool, thanks. So glad I cleared my schedule to be disrespected in public. Woo! Winning. And did I still go? Yes. Yes, I did. So I paid for parking, I bought drinks, I endured the disrespect. I left feeling more tired, more pissed, and more unseen. I felt like Harry Potter before he found Hogwarts, just walked on and stepped on. And this, my friends, is self-abandonment. This is self-hate in disguise. And you might think you're just being a good friend, but on a deeper level, you're saying, it's okay to put me last. It's okay to exhaust me. It's okay to let people treat me like I'm invisible. You might be like, why would your friend put you in that position? People who don't honor themselves accidentally teach others to not honor themselves. Want to know another way self-hate shows up? You can't take a compliment. Let's get into it. Imagine you spend hours getting ready, hair, makeup, outfit on point, and someone says, wow, you look beautiful. And your immediate reaction is, no, stop it. Or you deflect, or you literally feel gross inside. I used to feel like there were ants under my skin, like compliments made me physically uncomfortable. That's not modesty. That's resistance to love. We talk a lot about receiving compliments, but we don't talk enough about how hard it feels in your body when you truly don't love yourself. You feel like crawling out of your own skin. There's this visceral tug in your gut that feels gross. You want to shove the praise away. That's self-hate. Now imagine this. Someone says, you look great today. And you say, thank you, I really appreciate that. Hell, maybe you even say, yeah, I put a lot of effort into this. Thanks. Woo! That's growth. That's receiving love. And that is possible for you. Oh, and one more thing. You know when someone compliments your dress and you immediately go, oh, thank you, but your top is so cute. That's deflecting the spotlight. Not because you're generous, but because you're uncomfortable with being seen. You don't need to do that. Let the light shine on you for a second, okay? You're allowed to receive it. Now, let's talk about what actually helped me stop people-pleasing and start building real self-love in my body. This process, no joke, changed my life. It comes from the work of Dr. Joe Dispenza, specifically his book, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself, and the meditation that comes with it. Here's the process I used with my own twist for people pleasers. Step 1, journal your self-hate. Dump everything you secretly believe about yourself onto the page. Whether it be, I hate my body, I'm never the one who gets chosen, or people like me for a while and then leave, I always get excluded, yada, yada, yada. Let it all out. Get it out of your body and onto the paper. Step 2, journal the opposite. Think of someone, real or imagined, who is the opposite of those beliefs. For me, I imagined someone with unshakable confidence. Megan Thee Stallion, what's up? But yeah, journal about them, how they speak, how they walk, how they handle relationships, how they take up space. Really feel it as you write. Step 3, meditate and release the old. Put on calming music, close your eyes, take some deep breaths. Now picture the scenarios where you abandon yourself in your life. Feel the tension, let it rise to the surface. If you cry, good. If you scream, fine, let it out. Then imagine giving it away. For me, it was like handing over a basket of junk at the door, like, here universe, take the garbage from me, I'm done. You can give it to God, source energy, whatever you believe in, just release it. Step 4, embody the you that you want to be. Now that you're empty and raw, step into that vision of the confident you. Walk like her, talk like her, live like her. Visualize how you'd show up at work, how you'd handle friends, how you'd set boundaries in dating without fear of rejection. Like, feel it fully. Feel it with your chest. But yeah, picture saying what you actually think about something, and then picture that other person getting mad at you and you not giving a flying fingerling potato. You're like, woo, yeah, you mad, but I'm free, okay? I'm just gonna let it be, okay? Really feel that, and then carry that energy with you into the day. You might be thinking, Melanie, this sounds wild. It is, but it works. Not overnight, but little by little, I changed. And eventually, I didn't have to try to be confident anymore. I just was. People felt it. Remember, the truth vibrates high. You don't have to explain it, it just is. Now, this process should take you about 25 minutes. Now, I am at one point going to make my own meditation on this. Drop the word meditation in the comments if you would be interested in this. But once again, this work is based off of Joe Dispenza's work. Feel free to look him up, dive deep. I made more of a transformation in doing this consistently for a month than in like a year of therapy. Quick side note, listen, I'm not anti-therapy, but sometimes I think you need additional help in changing your actual feelings. But also, let me just tell you this one moment that I had in therapy once. Okay, I once asked my therapist, do you think it's possible to live a life without depression? And she said, I don't know. Are you freaking kidding me? How much do you get paid for this crap? Telling people there's no hope? Here I am, an independent contractor, paying out of pocket. Meanwhile, you're salaried with benefits telling me that there's no hope and you get PPO insurance and a 401k? Not fair! Anyways. That was just a fun story about therapy one time. I was a little unhinged. It was before the meditation, obviously. Again, I'm not against therapy, but for me, therapy gave me insight and shed light on my blind spots, whereas this work that I'm telling you gave me actual energetic transformation. In a perfect world, you would do both. So yeah, this video got a little longer than planned, but this was step 1, and it was the most transformative thing I ever did to stop people pleasing. I'm gonna share 3 more steps in a follow-up video, so make sure you're subscribed and hit the bell below so you don't miss it. And if you're a people pleaser or just tired of being walked over, grab my free guidebook, Say No with Grace. The link's below. You're not too nice. You've just been too afraid to love yourself out loud. But that's about to change, baby. Question, have you ever gone somewhere knowing you'd be disrespected and went anyways? Let me know in the comments. I'm interested, talk to me, I'll talk back. Let's just unpack all of this.